human civilization witnessed the First World War. In the second decade of the 20th century, the war, which lasted from 1914 to 1918, was called the War to End All Wars by the powerful nations of that time. At the end of the First World War, an international organization called the League of Nations was formed to prevent the recurrence of such bloody events. This organization is considered the predecessor of the current United Nations. However, according to historians, the seeds of the next World War were sown at the end of the First World War. The alarm bells of World War rang once again across the globe, leading to what is aptly known as World War II. World War II was the bloodiest conflict in human history. Officially, this war lasted from 1939 to 1945. At least 30 countries participated, and about 100 million people were directly involved. By the war's end, the total number of casualties exceeded 75 million, of which more than 40 million were civilians. The indiscriminate killing of Jews by the Nazis during the Second World War is considered one of the most tragic chapters in human history. After the First World War, the policymakers of the victorious Allies took a very tough stance towards the defeated empires. The Treaty of Trianon broke up the Austro-Hungarian Empire into several new states. The Treaty of Sevres dismantled the Ottoman Empire, dividing its territories between Britain and France. However, Turkey declared itself an independent state, defying these divisions. According to the Treaty of Versailles, signed as a surrender document in World War I, Germany had to pay a heavy price. First, it ceded control of several areas along its western border to France and Belgium, and a large portion of its eastern territory was used to create the new state of Poland. This separation left many ethnic Germans outside the borders of Germany. Additionally, severe restrictions were placed on the German military, limiting its personnel to below 100,000 and prohibiting the use of heavy weapons such as tanks and artillery. Germany was not even allowed to maintain an air force. Furthermore, Germany and its allies were required to pay massive reparations for World War I. These harsh conditions fueled resentment among the German public. During the war, the Allies had promised Italy a significant reward on the eastern side of the Adriatic Sea in exchange for fighting alongside them. However, this promise was not fulfilled after the war, despite the fact that about 600 Italians had lost their lives. This unfulfilled promise and the loss contributed to the rise of radical right-wing parties in Italy. The war-torn state of Europe also empowered radical groups, especially in Germany. The country experienced extreme inflation. By November 1923, the value of $1 had skyrocketed to about 4,200 billion Deutschmarks. This unsustainable inflation led Germany to suspend World War I reparations payments. In response, France and Belgium occupied the industrial region of the Ruhr. Stay tuned for the second part of this video.